Hi, my name is Heather, and welcome to another episode of Cover to Cover Canva Edition, my series where I share my process with you creating a children's book using Canva elements. I'll include my copyright reminder here, and also remember this is not a tutorial. This is just kind of sharing my process with you. So if you want more of a step-by-step tutorial, check out the videos that I'll link in the description. I have my design pulled up here that we did last time, and I did get a comment from Karen that she likes the layout of the scene, but she doesn't like the look of her face. And I did kind of have second thoughts about the look of her face. So let's change that and try to get her to look friendlier. I think one thing we could maybe do is revert back to her original eyes, because these eyes looking up, maybe those make her look a little annoyed. And I'm underneath my frame here, so I'm going to go to position and layers so that I can access my elements under here. And I'm going to delete these new eyes that we gave her. And then I think in order for her to look a little nicer, we might just need her to be smiling. I think that looks okay, but let's see if we can find a better mouth. I think these might look okay. Let's just make them look a little darker. They're too light, they kind of blend in with the body. Now let's go ahead and work on the next two pages. In this one, Titan goes off to the backyard and he's searching everywhere behind the flower pots and digging. I think it would be cute to have him with like his little nose buried behind a flower pot. I have this backyard scene already from a different book of the same Titan series. Let's use that so that we have the same background across different books. So I'm just going to copy all of the elements by doing Command C, and then I'll just go back to the book we're working on and do Command or Control V to paste that in. And all it is just a brick wall and a green rectangle. And let's pick a sky color. I also like to include a little tuft of grass or two right against the wall, so it's not just such a straight flat line. I think we could add a bush or two because it says he checked under the bushes. So let's find a bush. And I'm going to find one with flat colors, not shading, so that way it matches with the style. Oh, this one's really cute. I like that one because it has some little pops of color, the yellow. And actually, maybe I'll change the flower color to like pink or something, just to give it kind of a different pop of color there. And then it does mention flower pots, so let's see if we can add a couple of those. This is so cute. Sometimes I like to put some of the elements kind of getting cut off on the side of the page like this. Not just a teeny bit, but like more obvious like that. And that just makes it feel a little less contrived to me. Like if everything was perfectly inside like this, then it's like very contrived of a scene. But if it has some elements getting cut off, then it just feels a little more natural to me. I'm going to fill up this little spot with a sun. If I have him looking behind the flower pots, then he's going to be right up against the wall, and then we'll have all this empty space here. So I think I'm going to add like a little bush down here, and then maybe I'll have him sticking his nose in the bush. And then that'll kind of spread everything out a little bit more so we don't have a bunch of empty space at the bottom. So let's look for another bush. This one's really pretty. I like that one a lot. I'm going to add a little bit of grass right along the bottom here because I feel like it just looks like it's coming out of nothing. So we need a little something down there. So let's do that, and then I'll change it to be the color of the ground. Now let's go ahead and grab Titan so we can drop him in. I think this one might be good, but I want him to be kind of facing downwards, like he's kind of burying his head in the bushes. So let's see if this works. And maybe I'll just crop the rest of him so all you see is like his butt sticking out. And maybe we also need to just make this fuller so that there's more bush there. I'm going to grab this like tuft of grass, make it about the size of that, and I'll change the green to be the same kind of greens. and then I'm going to send it backwards. So that way it's covering him. I don't really want his legs showing though. So I'm actually thinking that the sitting one might work better because then his legs won't be sticking out. Maybe like that. I think that's really cute, and we can add like the little lines that make it look like there's activity. Oh yeah, like this. We could add a couple more little details just to kind of make it interesting. Like we can add maybe some little bugs or like little creatures or something like that. We could maybe do like a little creature walking across the wall here. So let's see, maybe a snail. But we want something very simple because it's going to be teeny tiny. So we don't want it to have details. Maybe this one. I'm just going to change his colors a little bit here. Maybe we can add a butterfly too. I'm going to make it look like this butterfly is sitting on the flower. So I'm going to crop off one of his wings. So that way he could just be sitting right here. I like this page. Let's go ahead and do the next page. In this one, Titan is going to visit Tauntaun, the mischievous cat next door, to see if she borrowed it. So we could just have like Titan talking to Tauntaun. That would be cute. I'm going to put him here and flip him and just have his face like this. And then let's find a kitty cat. And we will need a kitty cat looking to the side, so it's like they're talking to each other. That might be a little tricky to find. Maybe we can try cat side. This one looks good. The only thing I don't super love is the dark outline because Titan's illustrations don't have any outlines. So we want them to be more consistent. But I think if I make this a lighter gray, it won't be as obvious. Oh, we can also add that same little word balloon where he was asking earlier, where's my squeaky monkey? So if we go up here to this page, we can just copy the same thing because he's asking Tauntaun the same question. Let's go ahead and put a background on here. We are going to need the little tail here to be pointing to where his mouth is, so it's going to need to be in the middle of the balloon. I think I might want to move the text to the bottom, and then that way we can pull all this stuff up, and maybe I can have this word balloon in the middle. And we'll just need to find one that has the tail coming out of the middle of it instead of the left. And then I'm going to grab a frame so that I can have this in a blob, and then the text will be right under it. So I'll make it white, and I'll make all of these a little bit smaller. Now I'm going to see if I can find a word balloon with the tail in the middle. One last thing, it is bugging me a little bit that the kitty cat is just blending in with the background because of the white, so you don't see the edge of the blob here. So I could add a little bit of gray that would just be some kind of shading here. So I'm just going to search for curve, and I'll just find some kind of curve shape, maybe this one. And I'm going to make it the same color as the other gray shading on the cat. And then I'll just rotate it and stick it like right here. I'm pretty happy with this, but of course the best way to preview our spreads is going to be to look at them in Simplebooklet. So I'm going to go to Share, More, Simplebooklet Flip, All Pages, Save. I'm going to click View in Simplebooklet Flip. Here's the new Karen's face here. Let me know what you think. Who knows, maybe we'll be changing it every episode. I don't know. But we'll see what Karen says. And here are the 2 pages that we did today. I'm pretty happy with how this came out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is there anything you would have done differently? Let me know. If you're working on a book right now, join my Creativity Club on Facebook, where we share our projects and motivate and support each other. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or as always, you can email me at heather@heathercash.com. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so I know to make more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.